Welcome back to the Chronicles of the King podcast, where we take a deep dive into the life and legacy of Elvis Presley. I'm Megan.
And I'm Tessa, and we are two 20-something Elvis fans dedicated to keeping his legacy alive with a research-based approach.
Whether you're a diehard Elvis fan or simply curious about a man who changed the course of music and culture, you're in the right place.
We are here to unpack the myths, explore the music, and get to the heart of Elvis's enduring impact.
Every other week, we'll bring you research, untold stories, and fresh perspectives on Elvis's journey. From his humble beginnings to his legendary performances, we're here to shed light on it all.
So settle in for a podcast made with a lot of TLC for the man himself, one story at a time. Hey guys, so we're going to be back today with a little fun and chatty episode, sort of similar to our Graceland episode. As we're filming this right now, it is the day before we both leave for Elvis birthday week. We're both flying down to Memphis separately, but we'll be there this time tomorrow. So we're getting ready to do all the fun Memphis things. And while we were getting ready for our trip, we were thinking it would be really fun to do a guide to Memphis for Elvis fans. This is my 4th trip, and it's like your 6th or 7th, right?
I think it's my 6th trip.
Yeah. So we've both been a good number of times. We've kind of checked what there is to check out. Although it's such a rich city, there's definitely so much more. But we just want to give a little rundown tour of like Elvis things to do at Memphis. Hopefully you guys are maybe getting on your way down there right now, so you'll be able to use this as a guide for some of the things you might want to do while you're down there.
Yes, especially like the food spots. Food is like one of my favorite things. So you might not be able to fit one of these sites into your itinerary already, but if you're looking for like a good dinner spot, good lunch spot, we got some good recommendations.
Absolutely. And we kind of broke stuff up like by area, by neighborhood, using the Memphis travel guide, like in the different neighborhoods. And hopefully that helps you guys with some planning too. If you're like, I don't know what to eat and I'm in downtown, like we'll give you some ideas.
Yeah, so you're not like bouncing across Memphis like a crazy person. If you're like me, I like to have it all on a map so I can pick like the closest things to me. But yeah, we're gonna go neighborhood by neighborhood, area by area, whatever you want to call it. And we're gonna start with downtown first.
So the thing I feel that has been one of my favorite things to do each time we've been down there is Beale Street. So Beale Street is really cool because it's pedestrianized, so cars can't like drive up and down it. And
most
if you know anything,
run over.
Right. And if you know anything about Memphis and Beale Street, you know that this is the home of the blues. This is where blues music started, and obviously this music was super important in general, but also very important to Elvis and a huge influence on his musical career. So it's really important to kind of go and see live music, I think, when you're there. If you get a chance, there's so many great spots. And usually during Elvis Week, they had a couple like Elvis ETA events and other kind of like Elvis adjacent events going on down on Beale Street. But some of the places you might want to check out. Number 1 on the list that we have is Blue City Cafe. The food here is so good, and it's like soul food. It has a sign that says best meal on Beale. The food is really great and the music is good. You could definitely like go into the bar section and like with the music playing, and it can be kind of loud, so you might not be able to like be chatty, but then there's 2 other big rooms that you can go and sit and eat and like hear the music playing as well.
And also, I gotta say that part of this I feel like should be the gluten-free guide to Memphis.
Yes. Definitely. So I'm gluten-free.
Yeah.
So a lot of these, sometimes it's hard to find like down south. A lot of Southern cooking is not gluten-free. So they actually were really accommodating for me here at Blue City Cafe, and they did me like these boiled potatoes with their chili on it, and it was so good. It was like the biggest plate of food for like $11. So our server was really nice and accommodating there, and they had a lot of good options. So
yeah, so gluten-free approved.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, they had really good barbecue. I was pleasantly surprised with my ribs.
Hmm.
And we went there to go see a few performances. Those were great as well. We also headed over one night to Rum Boogie Cafe. I thought the music was pretty good there as well. I know some people were sitting there to eat, so there's definitely a place that you can do both.
Yeah, and what's cool there is they have like the original Stacks sign up on the
Oh, yeah.
wall, and a lot of really big name performers have performed there,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool. And I think like when you're in Memphis and you're on Beale Street, why don't you want to go hear live blues, like,
Hmm.
and get a sense of what it's almost like when you go to Nashville, every bar is playing, has a country act. It's like
Yep.
every bar on Beale Street pretty much has a blues act. And you can hear some really fantastic musicians while you're down there.
Yeah,
Another
I mean,
place, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you hear the stories all the time about Elvis. When he was younger, when he would go down to Beale Street, he'd like sneak in the back and go listen to all the blues music. And so you're kind of like reliving that moment in Elvis history. And I think, like Tessa said, it's like there's so much blues music. I don't think you can go wrong with any place that you choose.
I've heard
What was the
BB
place?
King's is pretty
Yeah.
good. We went, I think it was Crown Palace or something like that. King Palace, Crown Palace, one of those.
Yes. That was really good.
And yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about a bunch of places down
Mhm.
there. So,
I will say, I know during Elvis's birthday week, this is going on this year in 2026, and also when we went last year, that they do like a blues contest.
mhm.
So most of the places on Beale Street will have like a cover charge where you're going to get a wristband and you can go into all of them. Some, I believe, Silky O'Sullivan's doesn't,
Mhm.
but a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
went
them
there.
do participate in the contest. So you will need the cover charge to get into all of them, with the exception of like a few.
Yeah, it was really fun though. I totally recommend it. And kind of like any place on Beale Street, like, is fun. And it's just
Hmm.
cool to be in Memphis and be there, especially when you're with
Yep.
a group of people. Um,
Hmm.
so,
Yeah, the other thing I had on Beale Street is I've been there before. I don't think it's necessarily gluten-free friendly. Is Dyer's. It's like a good smash burger classic on Beale Street. You want a little something before you go out, listen to some music at night. Perfect choice.
mhm. And I've heard also about like People's on Beale is supposed to be like a good
Hmm.
bar. Um, there was another place too, but I can't remember. But like I said, any place along there, like they're pretty catered for tourists and like
Oh yeah.
also for people who are just living there
Hmm.
and going down there for entertainment.
Yep. And now there's not we've named some food places. They're mostly going to be on Beale Street, but a few that are like off. My personal favorite, Tessa knows this,
Mm-hmm.
is Rendezvous. Let me just go on a little bit about Rendezvous, about like why I just love it. First off, it might look a little sketchy. It's like right next to the Peabody. You can see the Peabody from Rendezvous. It's a little sketchy. It's in an alley, but you know what? I feel like that's the vibe I want when I go
Right.
to eat
And it's like
barbecue.
smoky outside. Like
Yes.
that's
Mhm.
just where you want to get your ribs. Like,
Exactly. And like you go in, if you actually look on the wall, there's like some like Hume's High kind of memorabilia. I didn't see anything from the year that Elvis went to high school or
mhm.
graduated there, but go down steps and it just like all of a sudden it just like opens up into like the quirkiest room, I feel like. It just has all
Yeah.
the right vibes and I'm here for it. And their seasoning, chef's kiss.
Yes. Super good. Um, on that barbecue train, my favorite barbecue so far that we've tried
Mhm.
in Memphis has been Central Barbecue. There's a location pretty close to the Civil Rights Museum, which like is right there, and I believe that's one of the original locations, if not
Mhm.
the original one. Um, we've been to I think two locations of it,
Yeah.
but that one I really like the vibes because it's right down there,
Mhm.
downtown, and their pulled chicken is so good. They have this like vinegar kind of like thinner barbecue sauce that you could use almost as like a dressing or just kind of like I don't know how to
Want to
describe
use
it.
it
It's not
as
sweet.
like a beverage,
You
Tessa?
could because it's so good. Like I literally would drink it. So Central Barbecue is definitely like one of my favorites down there for
Hmm.
sure. On the Elvis side of things,
Yeah,
there
the
is
obvious
always
one.
there's always the arcade restaurant, which has
Hmm.
breakfast, lunch, dinner. And
It's
we've
a
gone for
diner.
it's a diner. We've gone for
Yeah.
breakfast. There's an Elvis booth, which is where he used to sit. And
Hmm.
we've been lucky enough both times we went to get the Elvis booth.
Because we get
So
up early in the morning for that.
yes, we get up, like we go right there. Um, they had a breakfast pizza, like a gluten-free breakfast pizza that I got. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. And super good. What do you get? The peanut butter and banana sandwich?
I always get the peanut butter and banana sandwich with French fries. I don't care what time of day it is. That is what I'm eating.
Perfect. And you know, that's a
Hmm.
spot that Elvis actually used to go to. It's Memphis's oldest cafe.
Yeah.
And it's really cute in there. That's a really cute diner. They have cute merch
I
and a
love it.
lot of little Elvis nods and references.
Oh yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
And then we got some attractions, some things that
Yes.
you can just like see throughout the day.
But these
First thing,
downtown.
yes, first thing we have is the pyramid. We both did this for the first time in August of last year. It's the Bass Pro Shop of Memphis. So obviously go in there, get some souvenirs. I do
It's
believe
the
they have a
largest
lookout.
pyramid. Yeah, it's the largest pyramid
Mhm.
outside of Egypt, just so you know.
That's crazy.
And it's like the eighth largest pyramid in the world. And it's been
In
used for
Memphis.
several things in its time. Like,
Mhm.
I believe it was the basketball arena, like, it was used as a
Mhm.
venue for a while, and now it's a Bass Pro
Yeah.
Shop. But yeah, they have a lookout, and I think I saw the other day it's like $8 to go up to the top,
Oh, that's
which
not bad.
I know. So I don't know why we didn't do that. Well, we'll do it
I
this
know.
time. We'll let
There's
you know.
alligators.
Eek.
Was it you that was afraid of the
Yeah,
alligators?
I don't like alligators at all.
It's
But
fine. They won't come and bite you.
no, I just wasn't like
Mhm.
anticipating them being there. And
Yeah.
there's a hotel in there too,
I
I'm
was
pretty
going to say
sure.
that. Hmm.
So, it's pretty jam-packed. It's kind of fun, it's funny, and if you go up to the top, you can get a good view of the Mississippi.
Hmm.
Mhm.
All right, and then the next thing, obvious, Peabody. A lot of things
The
you can do at the
Peabody
Peabody.
Hotel.
Give us some Elvis knowledge, please, Tessa.
Yes, so inside of the Peabody Hotel is the location of the Lansky Brothers clothing store, which was
Mhm.
originally actually on Beale Street. The building is still there and you can see like the signage and stuff,
Yep.
but they moved it into the downstairs of the Peabody. And the Lansky Brothers were designers that were known for their flashy wear. And
Hmm.
Elvis often throughout his life bought clothes from there. In particular, notably thinking is the pink jacket that he wore on the Milton Berle
Hmm.
show. You know, we see that scene in the Elvis movie of him like going to Lansky's and checking it out, and that it did have like a lot of influence from Black culture and the colors and bright outfits. And Elvis was kind of like daring and wanted to
Hmm.
try those things out. And it's cool that they still have the store down there. And if you get lucky, I believe you can meet Halansky's
Hmm.
like son, right? It's his
Yep.
son who's there. So
Yes.
it's really cool to get the opportunity to go there. And even though it's not like the original location, they still have so much like really cute Elvis
Hmm.
stuff. The t-shirts are really soft. I recommend. I'm bringing both of them that I got.
Oh, good.
So yeah, definitely recommend that.
Yeah. And then the other Elvis kind of nod in the Peabody is if you're able to sneak upstairs, we did that last time. You could sneak upstairs into their ballroom, and that is actually where Elvis had his prom. I believe it's where he went with Dixie Locke for the prom.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's really cool. Like it's such a beautiful, like they call it like the jewel of the South or something. Like it's such a
Mhm.
beautiful hotel. I know some people stayed there last year and I would love to stay there. Like it looked
I
really
would too.
cool. All the little ducks. So the main thing
Mhm.
about the Peabody, not the main thing I guess, but something that's kind of given it like a
Our
claim to
trademark.
fame. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a niche, I guess, is
Mhm.
they have these ducks in the fountain in the lobby, which the ducks go upstairs every day and come
Mhm.
downstairs, but they like march them out of the elevator. I believe it's at 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
On
Um,
the red carpet.
there's like a red carpet for the
They're
ducks,
high class ducks.
classy ducks. You have to go there like an hour before in order to see the ducks. Like you have to be like
Yeah.
ready. The duck master like ushers them down. They get into the fountain. This all started because like the guy who owned the hotel went on a hunting trip with his
Mhm.
friends and they were drunk, and he was like, wouldn't it be so funny if we just like had these ducks in the fountain? And there were various things at
Yes.
different times. They even had baby alligators. I read in the fountain. Isn't that
Okay.
crazy? They were just doing whatever, but
As long
it
as
was just like a
the
funny
alligators
thing.
and the ducks weren't in there at the same time.
I don't think so. But now there's no baby alligators. Otherwise, I don't know if I would really be there. But it's all the ducks, and it's really cute. They have adult beverages that come with a little like yellow rubber ducky, and I have mine in my car
Okay.
because I think it's really funny.
Mhm.
But they also have non-adult beverages with the rubber ducky,
Fuzzy
which
duckling.
a fuzzy duckling, if you will. Um,
Exactly.
it's a really cute place to like sit and get a drink,
Mhm.
and it's really classy. I feel like so
Mhm.
classy if I'm in there getting a little beverage. I think they have a blue suede shoes one. Like they have some Elvis
Yes.
references, but it's also like a really cool
Mhm.
experience, especially like you're sitting in
Yes.
this hotel and there's just like ducks in the fountain. Um, what's not to love about that? Like,
I don't know. It's like it's magical, and there's just duck.
right, like
It's just funny.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And
We
Megan and
also.
I, yeah,
Yeah.
we do like we've been calling it our date night because we realized that on every like Elvis week trip, there just happens to be a night of like an event that we're not doing that the other girls are doing. So the two of us will just go and have date
Yeah.
night. And so this most recent
Mhm.
date night was in
Peabody.
August. We had dinner at the Peabody, like
It was
classy.
really good though.
It was so good.
Great
And
pasta. Mm.
also in the downtown area, we're going on date night again this upcoming birthday week, and we're going to a Memphis Grizzlies game at the FedEx
Mhm.
Forum, which is right downtown.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Like, I think it'll
It's
be
gonna be.
really
I don't
fun.
know anything about basketball,
No,
but
I
I'm
know
there for the
nothing.
vibes.
The tickets were cheap, and like
Mhm.
I have only heard good things. Like Jay Morant is there. Like they have good players. I follow someone on TikTok who like lives in Memphis, and she was like, "It's so fun."
Oh,
And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So.
I am too. All right.
Mhm.
Well, in that same vein, kind of like near the area, we
Mhm.
also have the Rock and Soul Museum, and we did this last year during Elvis's birthday week. And it's really cool because I know we all go to Memphis and we learn a lot about Elvis, like strictly Elvis.
Mhm.
But getting to go to the Rock and Soul Museum, it has the history of rock and roll, like way back. And it shows you different musicians that were popular during the different eras of Elvis, shows you who were popular in Memphis. I know favorites were there. Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh, the piano that
Yes.
Suspicious Minds was written on, and it has like the
Mhm.
original sheet music. That was a highlight for me. I don't know if there's anything that was a highlight for you there.
I just really like, I mean, I just am a music history person. And so
Mhm.
seeing all the like context around Elvis and how he came
Mhm.
to be is really interesting to me, particularly, it talks a lot about the Black musicians who were in
Yeah.
Memphis and in the surrounding areas and how, people came to Memphis and it was such a hub for music even
Mhm.
before Elvis. Um, and so that was definitely really interesting. We did last year, they had this pass that you could get that had
Oh
four
yeah.
like attractions for a cheaper
Yes.
price. So it was Sun
Mhm.
Studio, was it Stax?
Sun Studios, Stax, Rock
Rock
and Soul
and Soul
Museum,
Museum,
and then the
and
base
Graceland.
tour. Yeah, for Graceland.
Yeah, so it
It's a
was a
good
really good
deal.
deal. If you guys get the chance to check
Mhm.
it out, you probably should, especially if you're
Yep.
considering going to all those places.
Yes. All right. And then the next thing, kind of near Beale Street, we have the Orpheum Theater. And right next to that, there is a statue of Elvis. So that's always a good spot to go if you love Elvis. Of course, you guys do.
Hmm. Another thing downtown that's like,
Hmm.
honestly, I would say one of the highlights and just like a
Hmm.
really well done museum is the Civil Rights Museum. I think like it's definitely something you have to see once. We spend a lot of time in Memphis doing Elvis related things, but this is something that's not like exactly Elvis related, but is so
Hmm.
integral to Memphis and the history of Memphis and just
Hmm.
American history in general. And
Yeah.
so definitely budget like a lot of time. It's a
Hmm.
pretty long museum with a lot of
Yeah.
information,
Hmm.
but a lot of important information that everybody needs to know. and understand.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, it's at the Lorraine Motel, the original location, where MLK Jr. was shot and assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really kind of deep and heavy, but it's super important
Yep.
that you go like at least once
Mm-hmm.
to experience, this cornerstone of history
Mm-hmm.
that is prevalent in Memphis and kind of has its echoes today in the way that we see the city of Memphis and the way that people interact
Mm-hmm.
with the city of Memphis. It was definitely like a highlight for me, to be
Mm-hmm.
able to really contextualize some of the things that were going on while Elvis was becoming, kind of into his
Mm-hmm.
comeback and understanding the city that made him who he was.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to say it. And when we say like budget a lot of time, I feel like we went for like 3, 4 hours.
Yeah, like
That's
it's
right.
long.
So like it's a lot to take in, so definitely budget a lot of time for it.
Absolutely.
All right, and then the next thing we have, and this is something we've included things that we have done, and we also included some things that we want to do. So the
Mm-hmm.
other thing we have is the Blues Hall of Fame. So obviously we said blues got its start on Beale Street, and blues is very integral to the city of Memphis. And so this is just something that is just going to give you a little bit more history about the city. And again, it's on our bucket list. Maybe we do it this time around in January. If so, maybe we'll see you guys there.
Absolutely. Another location is the Hotel Chiska. So tell us a little bit about the Hotel Chiska.
So, Hotel Chiska, we saw some of these sites on our Memphis bus tour, but the Hotel Chiska is where Dewey Phillips had, is it WHBQ, Red Hot and Blue?
Yeah.
That is where he had his radio show. So that's where he was broadcasting out of. That's where Elvis came to do his interview with Dewey Phillips. So it's just a part of Elvis history. It's kind of where That's All Right Mama got a little bit of its start.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of That's All Right, Mama, we would be remiss to not mention in the downtown area, Sun
Yep.
Studios. I'm sure everyone knows, what is it, July 3rd or
Yes.
4th? I think it's the 3rd, 1954. Elvis went
Mhm.
in there and recorded That's All Right and changed music history forever. But not only did Elvis record there, Johnny Cash recorded there, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee
Jerry Lee
Lewis,
Lewis,
Ike Turner
aka
with Rocket
Yep.
88, like Rufus Thomas. Like
Hmm.
there's like just a huge number of people who recorded there. And
Hmm.
if you get the chance, you should definitely go on the tour. It's like
Hmm.
$35 or something, and it's totally worth every penny, especially if you have Mark as the tour guide. He was awesome.
Mark was great.
And you get a photo
Highly recommend.
opportunity
Yeah.
with one of Elvis's, like a microphone that Elvis used, which is really cool. You can
Hmm.
recreate the $1 Million Quartet picture. And, just it's such an important part of Elvis history. Like it's the Elvis history location. Like you
Hmm.
can't not go there. I'm excited
Yep.
to be going back. I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah. And then the museum is really well done. Takes you like through the history of Sun Studio, and eventually they take you downstairs. They also have, speaking of Hotel Chiska, they have a recreation of Dewey Phillips' studio,
Mm-hmm.
his radio station, and that's really cool to see because obviously it's not around anymore.
Mm-hmm. Downtown to this kind of like a little further from like Beale Street and stuff, but
Mhm.
Lauderdale Courts, which is where Elvis lived for a time during high school. It's the housing project that they all lived in together. They have a really nice, well
Yep.
done exhibit of, I think it's Uptown Square Apartments, it's called now, but of the
Hmm.
original unit that was Elvis's. It was like cheap, I thought. I can't remember, it was like $20 or
Yes.
something.
But bring cash.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
all did not bring cash for each and every individual one, so we had to pool our resources, but bring cash. I think
Yes.
Tessa was right. It's $20. They have a lot of the furniture, like either recreation furniture or they I think it was Lisa Marie had donated some
Yeah.
of the family furniture back to recreate the apartment as it was when Elvis and his parents lived there.
Yeah, so it's really cool. You get to just like sit on this couch that was theirs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely a highlight. You can
Kiss the
kiss the
wall.
wall. Yes.
I recommend going high.
Yeah, away
It's
from the
just
germs. But
yeah. Save it
and
for the last day of the trip.
yeah. And our last sort of stop on this like downtown Elvisy adventure is
Hmm.
it's a little downtown. It's kind of like not far from Lauderdale because
Yeah.
obviously But Humes High School, the building is still
Hmm.
there. However, it is no longer functioning as a school. It is
Hmm.
abandoned. Um, there are some squatters there. Um,
So
so
please
just
go during the day.
go during the day, have your wits about you,
Hmm.
be careful. Um, for this, I would say if you're planning on going on the Memphis bus tour, like with Angie and
Hmm.
Tupelo Tom and all that, um, you definitely get to see it and you come out and you
Hmm.
take a picture. And I would say maybe that's your best shot going there if you're not like totally comfortable. Just because I wouldn't really go to an abandoned building anywhere. So fair enough.
So,
But
but I mean, it's obviously a historic location. It has like a
yeah,
marker outside, so you know you're in the right place. But yeah,
absolutely.
go during the day.
Go to the day. Now we're gonna move on to Midtown. So this is a little less like Elvis heavy, more of our like experiences. I
Okay.
love Midtown. Yeah, it's super
Mm.
trendy. There's like cute coffee shops. There's other shops. Like it's just
Hmm.
if I lived in Memphis, I would love to live in Midtown. It's
Yeah,
really
I
cute
know
over
Cooper
there.
Young is a place that we've heard a lot about. So like
Hmm.
collectively in that area.
Hmm. Absolutely. So for dining, this was our first stop. So Megan and I had been driving um, from Maryland to Memphis, and we're like, it's like a 14-hour drive. Like we were like
It
driving
keeps
for
getting
so
longer.
long.
It's a little under 13.
Okay, well, a little under 13. But we're driving and I'm so hungry and all I want is barbecue. So we ended up going to the barbecue shop. Like that was our first stop. We met Diane and Tara there. Um, it was really good. I really
Little
like
ravenous beast came out of the car.
we're like, I need pulled pork. Get me pulled pork.
Please. I need the
And
special sauce.
it's really cute.
Mhm.
They have very good coleslaw, in my opinion. I really liked their
That was
coleslaw.
good.
That's what's sticking with me from that
Mm.
location. Cute signs, like little dancing pigs. Definitely recommend it. It's not my
Mhm.
favorite barbecue, but it was 100% good.
It's
It's better
good.
than any barbecue, really, anywhere else. So,
Exactly. And the other place that we went there in August. We went to the beauty shop. And so if you go there now, obviously it's a restaurant and it's themed after like a 1950s, 1960s beauty shop. It is actually where Priscilla used to get her hair done in Memphis. So
mhm.
it's a little nod there. I really like that. The food, I feel like, I want to say it's like girly food. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like girly food. Like it
It's
was
like,
like some
yeah.
salads and like sandwiches, and I do believe they had gluten-free bread. They either had gluten-free bread or I got a salad, but I remember there were like a
Yeah.
lot of options. Everything was marked. I'll say it's like a
Hmm.
little pricier for lunch than
Yeah.
maybe I was anticipating, but it's a really cute place and
Hmm. It is
definitely
cute.
worth going
And it
to.
vibes. It's good.
It's not far from Immaculate Conception, which is where
Hmm.
Priscilla went to high school. And yeah, the food was good. It's a cute spot. It's
Hmm.
trendy. Good for some pics.
Yes. Highly recommend. Okay. The
Get
next
ready.
one. We bless you. We will be
Phew.
returning there this year, and
Me
that
too.
is Kitchen Laurel.
When I tell you, like, so we get in there and first, like, it's a really small little place. We go for breakfast. It just came up on, I think I found it like on Pinterest or just by
We're just
Googling,
like
like,
looking at
best,
breakfast places.
yeah, best breakfast place. We're like, oh, let's try it. Like, it's in Midtown, looks cute.
Hmm.
And when I tell you the service there, like, the hospitality was
Amazing.
unreal. Like, I like
Hmm.
want to live there because people will be nice to me like
Hmm.
that all the time. And,
Yep.
they knew absolutely everything about the menu, definitely had gluten-free options. But
Hmm.
the main thing was I love cheesy grit. Like, I just love
Oh,
cheesy grits. I
there's-
worked at a breakfast place once, and when I tell you, like, I thought I liked those cheesy grits, and then we came to Kitchen Laurel, and she told me we have the
mm,
best grits in the South, and I was like, "There's like that's bold, like that's a bold claim, and
especially
they're
the
the best
South.
grits ever. Like they're so good."
So good. I had a
I
bite, just one bite, and I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, what did you get? You got like a waffle like sandwich or
Ooh,
something?
I
Did you
got
get
sweet potato waffles.
sweet potato
Ooh,
waffles?
they
I've
were
never
sweet potato waffles with like, I think they had like candy walnuts on top or
and a
pecans. It was,
pepper.
yeah, and like a pepper maple syrup.
It was so good.
So
Like it was
good.
just the most cozy food. Like you just felt
Mm,
so good. And then
I would go
another
back.
place down there, in the town that I went to by myself, was
Oh yeah.
Otherworlds or Otherlands coffee shop.
Mhm.
And it's super cute in there. Like if I lived there, I would be sitting there having some coffee and studying
Mhm.
for sure. Good coffee, good price,
Mhm.
worth a shot if you just want not like Starbucks or Dunkin',
Yeah.
which is more my vibe when I'm somewhere that I'm like, I don't want to get the same thing I always get.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Which I mean, to
absolutely.
our point, is like support small businesses when you're in Memphis. And
100%.
my other thing is, because you're talking about the service at Kitchen Laurel, is when you go to these places, especially like small businesses, like ask the people that are working there, like, what are some things I should be doing in Memphis? What are your favorite
Right.
things to do when you have free time? Because I feel like you get to know the city a little bit more that way
Yeah.
versus like, okay, these are the best tourist attractions I should be doing, like Beale Street, the Peabody, like the classics that
Yeah.
we go to all the time. And I know one of the things, this is up our friend Tara's alley, is there's a cemetery. And
Mm-hmm.
this is it Crystal Cove?
Yeah, I think.
It's like some like really like weird, cool shrine thing. And we might have to add that to our list as well. But
Yeah.
it's like close in the area. So ask people what you should be doing, what their favorite things are to do, because you'll definitely get more and really niche recommendations than just going online.
And part of it too is like we love that Graceland and the guest house and the
Yeah.
complex and everything is available for everyone when you're there. But
Hmm.
there's also more. Like, they have
Hmm.
options. They have gluten-free options for sure. Like
Yeah.
EP's Grill, like they have food and they have good stuff, but it's not like, you get a different experience when you go to these
Mhm.
local businesses, these like one-off places, like
Yeah.
Kitchen Laurel. I know, like we were like, we'll post you on Instagram. Like we had to let people know because the grits were that freaking good. I'm telling you.
So
And
good.
so, they appreciate our business and it helps keep Memphis like
Mhm.
alive if we're all down there to pay for food elsewhere. You know.
Yep. Keep safe from us to you.
Yes. Um, Further, like kind of in the Midtown area, we're thinking about some attractions.
Mhm.
So we have the Playhouse, which is also the Memphian.
Of
Um,
course.
as you may or may not know, this is a place Elvis would rent out for his friends,
Hmm.
an entourage, or just like him and Linda,
Hmm.
which to be fair, they always had an entourage. So, um,
Yeah, it was never just them.
yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, that's not true. Um, to go and watch movies.
Hmm.
So you can do a tour there. We're going to be doing it. Um, and you just shoot them an email.
I believe it's Courtney, and we'll put like her email like in the description below. You can send her an email directly. I think on their website there's a section where you can request a Memphian tour, and they'll take you throughout the building. They'll show you, where Elvis used to come in at, like Elvis's chair, and some history of the building as well.
Yeah. So we're definitely doing that. I
Hmm.
think we're doing it on like Saturday or something. So we're
Yeah,
excited.
it's like our only free day.
I know. It's like so busy our schedule.
Hmm.
Um, Another really cool spot to check out is Overton Park in general.
Hmm.
And in Overton Park, you have the shell, the Overton shell. It might be called something else now, like the Levitt shell, or it was called that. I'm not
It
sure.
was the Levitt show.
Okay. And now it's just the Overton shell. And in the summer, like I think it's like every day in the summer they have a concert series, like a free
Yeah.
concert series. It's
Hmm.
just a really important place in terms of keeping music alive in Memphis
Hmm.
currently. But also
Yeah.
in Elvis's day, it was like one of the first places he had a public performance.
Hmm.
Yep. And
So, I
his
mean,
first
obviously, big deal.
Right. And his first official performance was July 30th, 1954 on that
Hmm.
stage. So that's just a really cool spot to go and check out. They have a little museum.
Yeah.
We went like on the
Hmm.
Memphis bus tour with Graceland last time, and it
Yep.
was just really cool to get to go there and like walk around. And I'm thinking now of the little funny stories. If you ask Nurse Tish about
Oh, yes.
Overton Park, and there's something with the
Hmm.
lions. I don't know. You'll have to
Yeah.
catch
You
her
have
and
to
ask her
ask
for the
Nurse
story.
Tish. Yes. But I know
Absolutely.
that they're doing Overton Park Shell tours during birthday week. So if you're seeing this and you're trying to think what you're supposed to be doing on your free time,
Mhm.
go check out one of their tours. I know they have like a little museum like in the back. They'll show you different things, different pieces of history, and then obviously they'll show you the outside of the show.
Yes, we definitely got some good pictures. It was sunny and it was like a little cold,
And
but
just like But so now moving on to South Memphis. South Memphis is like the Graceland area. So there's not really a whole lot we have on here that's not Graceland. Um,
Mm.
Dining, obviously, we have Marlowe's. Marlowe's is like the typical hangout place when everybody gets into Memphis. Like if you're gonna go meet up with some friends that you knew online, you're going to Marlowe's. Or if you just want to run into somebody, go to Marlowe's.
Yeah. They have like a little shop in there. They
Mhm.
hold events there during birthday week,
Ooh.
and you can get a pink Cadillac to take you
Mm-hmm.
from the hotel to Marlowe's. We've actually never done that because we usually stay in the Holiday Inn rather than the guest house. And yeah, so Marlowe's is a
I was gonna
spot.
say Donna Lewis actually sometimes she'll be in like the little shop area of Marlowe's.
Yeah,
So if she's there, also ask her a few questions as well.
absolutely. Um, so Donna Lewis was one of the original Gate girls. I just
Yes.
thought we should add that.
Oh man,
The
sorry.
the OG Gate girl.
The OG. She knows
And
a lot of stuff.
when you're in the area, unfortunately, the area right around Graceland is not super built
Mhm.
up, in the way that like it would be really cool to see more shops and things kind of over there because I think it
Mhm.
would really like give it a bit of a different vibe and maybe entice
Yeah.
people to like leave the complex and leave the guest house a little bit more.
Mhm.
Because it's a little run down over there, I'll say. But you know, when you get there, there's the guest house at Graceland, which some people are staying in, not me. It's not in my budget, but I would love to stay there
We'll
one
go
day.
during off season.
We'll go during off season. But
Do
also,
like a private thing.
there's restaurants in there, a bunch of different price points. EP's Bar and Grill has gluten-free
Mhm.
pizza, buffalo chicken
Yeah.
pizza, and it's really good, I will say. Um,
There's Deltas.
there's Deltas,
Mhm.
and you can get a pink Cadillac beverage, which is pretty good. I think I had one last time. And yeah, it's just kind of a hangout spot. It's a central hangout spot for people, when
Mhm.
you're not eating there or staying there, kind of people hang out
Yeah.
in the guest house lobby. So definitely check that out. We have Graceland up B right there.
Obviously.
I'm assuming everyone will go there and probably to the complex
Of
as
course.
well.
Yeah.
But
We are
also,
doing a scavenger hunt. Gonna plug that in right now
yes, the scavenger
with
hunt.
our other like group, EP's Good Luck Charms. So we're doing a scavenger hunt. It's gonna the items are gonna be between the house and the complex. So those are gonna be dropping, oh my goodness, on the 7th when birthday week
Yes,
starts. So if you're watching this, that's something that's an attraction. That's something you can do while you're in this area. Go try to find some of those clues, enter the contest, enter to win.
absolutely. And right over there too is this. It looks a little sketchy from the outside, but when I tell you,
Really
when you go
sketchy.
inside, it's really, really fun. They actually have police presence. Like you're totally safe when you're
Hmm.
there. But Hernando's Hideaway is.
Hmm.
I had so much fun the times that we went there last year. Like it was
I did.
just the vibes were right.
Hmm.
It's like a dive bar. It is where Jerry Lee
Yeah,
Lewis would hang and get drunk.
it was his office.
It was his office because he would get
Yeah.
drunk there all the time. The time that he went up
Hmm.
to the gates and like tried to shoot,
Rammed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was after he'd been at Hernando's for a little minute. So you can go
And
check that out.
it's owned by Celine, and so like she's doing a lot of like Elvis-y things with it. I know last time we went, she was talking about putting like an Elvis booth in the corner. So if if you like a little Elvis nod, like live music, a good vibe, highly recommend.
They have a sign that says like Elvis was here. They have
Good
live
photo
music. They
spots.
had karaoke. They have
Hmm.
food in there too. I actually haven't gotten the food. I've just had the drinks, and I was
A
happy
lot of
about
Diet
that.
Cokes.
A lot of, well, mine had whiskey, but yes,
Yeah. Hmm.
it's really fun, and I was like almost scared to go, I think, the last time I was there. But then when we went, I was like, oh, this is like so fun. Why was I scared? Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely worth going.
Yes.
And hit it up. And another spot that's kind of in the South Memphis area, it's like a little further from Graceland, but it's more South
Hmm.
Memphis than anything else, is one of my favorite spots, Stack's
Yes.
Recording
Yes.
Studio. If
Hmm.
you haven't watched the documentary on HBO, go watch it right now because
Please.
it is like just not just about Elvis. Elvis recorded there. The Elvis at Stack sessions are like my favorite. I love basically every track he cut there. But Stax's history in terms of music, in terms of Memphis, in terms of just like everything, race relations, like it is so important as a location. Basically every song that you've heard that soul was recorded there. Like there's so many songs that now I'll hear and I'm like, oh, that's a Stack song. That's a Stack song. That's a Stack song. Like Otis Redding,
I was gonna say
Booker T and the MGs, Isaac Hayes, Carla Thomas. Like you just like the list goes on. It's and endless. When you really look up, like there's playlists on Spotify of like all the songs that were recorded there, and it's like, oh, so every good song ever was recorded here, and Elvis also recorded there. So
yeah, and it's a museum now, and so you go in, they'll show you like a little video about the history of Stax, and then they'll send you through the museum portion, and it's really well done. There's not, like I said, it's Elvis adjacent. Elvis obviously recorded there, but it's not Elvis focused, which is always like fun because you can learn about, again, the city and the people that inspired Elvis or were making music during the same time Elvis was. They have really great sweatshirts.
Yes, the merch is very good. The merch is really good. And she just told us last time that they're like revamping the merch. So I'm trying to go there again to get their revamped merch.
Yes. So even if you don't do the museum, which we highly recommend that you do, you still grab a sweatshirt or something.
Absolutely. So moving on to our next little location, which is East Memphis. So East Memphis is more of like a residential area. There's not quite as many, sites. The university is over in East Memphis, so I will be going there tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm doing a research project, and I'm going to be going into special collections at the University of Memphis, and I'm going to do looking at Elvis and Memphis music stuff. So I'm very excited to get the opportunity to do that. I'm going to make a little video so people can see my experience as a scholar. But the university is over there. Definitely check it out. It's a pretty campus. There's a lot of little college bar spots around there, and the music building is phenomenal. Been there, love it. I'm excited to go to the library, and you can probably go to the gift shop too and get a sweatshirt. I'm definitely doing that. But in terms of like an Elvis attraction, so Audubon Drive, which is the first home Elvis bought for his parents, is in East Memphis. It is in a residential neighborhood, so don't be a fool. Like, people live there, and don't
be annoying.
Don't be annoying. You can take pictures in front of the gate. The house, like, I just want to go inside because I love mid-century architecture, and it's really cool to be able to see that and to kind of get a sense of like how different, especially if you see like Lauderdale Courts. Well, if you see Tupelo and then you see like Lauderdale Courts and then you see Audubon and then you see Graceland, it's like, this is the first home he bought with that big check. And like that was their home and the first, place that they really owned and had. And it's cool to see like it's pretty regular, I guess, now to us, but for them at that time, it was like everything they dreamed of. And it was the thing he wanted to do most for his parents. So it's really cool to see. Go check it out.
It's not hard to miss. It's green.
It is green,
but it's a very beautiful house. I would highly recommend going to see it. And then the other thing we have in like East Memphis that I'm excited to do this time around is I want some soul food. I just randomly texted them one day. I was like, I want soul food. And I think we're going to go to Four Way. I've seen really good things about Four Way. So we're going to be doing that while we're in that area.
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoyed this little like highlight of some Memphis places, both Elvis, related and Elvis adjacent and non-Elvis related. Every time I go to Memphis, I feel like there's more to do. And I was just telling someone the other day that I have found what I've learned from going to Memphis is that if you approach a place from a place of love, you can have a better time. If you go there with a preconceived notion that like everywhere except Graceland is dangerous, you're not going to appreciate the city for what it is, and you're not going to get a feel for the city, and you're not going to understand what I think is a really key and integral part of who Elvis was and who Elvis still is in terms of, you know, his legacy, and to not give the place that he loved so much, that grace that we often give Elvis, is a little bit, you know, it makes me sad when I see people being like, everywhere is so dangerous. Like, you didn't even try to love it. Like, you have to, if you give it love, it'll love you back. Like, you're going to miss out on the good parts.
Yeah,
you know?
there's so many good things to see, and you just have to have an open mind and look for them.
Right. And
they all have great vibes. The people there are so nice.
The nicest people.
The nicest.
Like, even at the gas station on Elvis Presley Boulevard, like, which is not the nicest gas station I've been to in my life, but like, the people are nice, and just approach it with love and it'll love you back. You know, you gotta just don't have your preconceived notions, you know?
Yeah. So we hope that you take some of this and use it on your trip, go see some of these places, you know, broaden your horizons, try something you haven't done before. And again, ask for recommendations from locals, because I think that's where you're going to find some of the best hidden gems.
Absolutely. And we will be at birthday week tomorrow.
I'm
so excited.
It's crazy.
We've got a lot of stuff going on. So for this podcast, we have, you know, we're going to be there, but also we're having a meetup with EP's Good Luck Charms. We're running a whole meetup. We're very excited about it. It's going to be on the 8th, right after the birthday proclamation, in the guest house lobby. And so we're going to be there. There's going to be Chronicles of the King merch, and it's really cute.
Tote bags. I'm just going to say it, tote bags.
Tote bags. I mean, there's stickers too, but tote bags.
Stickers, yeah.
And I'm telling you, we made these designs and they're all so cute, and I cannot wait.
I want them all.
Yeah, I kind of want one of each, but we'll share.
We'll share. Sharing is caring.
So we have that going on. We have the scavenger hunt going on with EP's Good Luck Charms. The list is going to drop at 9 a.m. on Wednesday with all the clues. We made little riddles.
7.
They're not too difficult, but it's going to be really fun. The instructions will be out there. We are still doing our charity fundraiser for the Mid-South Food Bank. So definitely donate if you are able. What's really cool is we're shy of our goal of $1,000, but when I put it in perspective, I think we've made almost $500, and $1 with that charity gives 4 meals to people who need it. So like $500 is like 2,000 meals that we've donated.
That's a really good way of looking at it.
So, you know,
if we're able and you want to get back to the place that Elvis loved, because also Mid-South Food Bank doesn't just reach Memphis, it actually reaches even into like the Tupelo area. Both places are very prominent in Elvis's life. So if you can, we'd love if you donate.
Absolutely. And we'll have another episode coming after birthday week. I'm sure we're going to do our debrief. Our debrief's going to go crazy. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be back in Memphis. Like, I'm excited I had this like things I want to do. Like, we're going to try out some new barbecue places. We're going to just like try out new places, do new things. I'm excited for this basketball game, even though I don't know anything about basketball.
I'm excited. Pull the ball back and forth.
It goes back and forth. How hard can it be? I'm most of all excited to see everyone. And if, you know, you see us, say hi. Like, we're like, you know, we're obviously going to say hi back. I'm going to like run up to people and give them hugs. I'm so excited. I know. I like I just have such a good energy. Like,
it's a good, warm Elvis feeling.
Yeah. And it's because I have Memphis to look forward to. So
we will see you guys there.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Chronicles of the King podcast.
If you love what you heard, please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps bring the King's story to life. You can follow us on social media at the Chronicles of the King for updates, upcoming series, and more.
We'd love to hear your input and any of your favorite Elvis moments.
Until next time, keep rocking and rolling, and we'll be back soon with more stories from Elvis's extraordinary life.
With TLC, we'll see you on the next episode of the Chronicles of the King.